Hey guys, welcome to speakaudibly.com. My name is Mike B. And I'm here with my son. We're playing at the dog park here. It's amazing. Hey guys, Mike B. Wills here with speakaudibly.com. And this week was a very interesting week. You know, I was asked a couple questions about relationships early on in the week, and it really got me thinking. You know, it really got me reflecting. And so I want to take a moment of honesty, of self-awareness, if you will, because I'm not perfect, but to describe to you guys, I guess, the relationship style or the relationship format, if you will, that I live by, whether consciously or subconsciously. Now, I don't know if I've coined the term or not, so I'm not going to try to take the credit for it, but I have realized that I am very much so a relationship nomad, right? For those guys who don't know what a nomad is, it's a traveler. Some people call it a wanderer, and in some places it has a very negative connotation, and I don't mean in any way, shape, or form to be negative, right? I'm a relationship nomad, so I literally have relationships that are very wide. You know, I have a lot of relationships, but there's only a few relationships in my life that go very deep, okay? And I begin to kind of dive into that even further and try to break that down. And so the two words that really have come in my mind and have really kind of been at the forefront of my mind the last few days have been, one, empathy, and two, value. Empathy and value. Empathy, of course, is the ability to kind of understand and to share the feelings with another person, right? So I empathize with people, and I kind of see that as a superpower. You know, same way that I see, you know, kindness and these people who can just naturally give gifts, you know, because it's not me, but these are superpowers, if you will, right? And empathy, in my book, and how I like to feel about it, is a superpower, because I can very quickly identify with a person, with their feelings, kind of share their feelings with them, right? And hope to understand and like where they want to go, right? Where they are and where they want to go. And that takes empathy. And I do feel like, yes, I do have the empathy. You know, I've definitely gained a higher emotional intelligence, you know, over the years, because I used to empathize with a person and stay right there with them. But that's where the value comes in. How do I see where they are, share that feeling, but then bring value to help them either grow or to help them become encouraged, to motivate them? And honestly, that is the premise of Speak Audibly, right? But just to keep going further in this moment of honesty, this giving of value, I think a few years back, I understood, you know, kind of my mindset when I was giving value, but it definitely came across as more of a people pleaser, right? And that's a very dangerous place to be. And let me tell you why. Because people pleasing was tied very much so to my security or my insecurities, if you will. You see, I kind of seen myself as a performer, as some sort of entertainer. So whenever people, you know, came around me, whether one person, whether a room full of people, I wanted to make everyone laugh, right? I didn't necessarily need to be the center of attention, but I wanted to help bring the energy into the room. And when I didn't feel like I accomplished that, I felt like a failure, right? And so for days, for hours, for weeks, you know, after that moment, it would just play through my mind. What could I have done differently? You know, why didn't they laugh? Why didn't everyone leave happier? You know, it's all my fault. And it would just sit on me. And then this negative kind of baseline would just kind of be the undertone of everything that I went into, you know, and I felt that. And so when I talk about that emotional intelligence, I began to build that up and understand, okay, Mike, why are you feeling this way? You know, why are you so down on yourself? Why do you feel like you're a failure? Because, you know, some of the mentors in my life and the people that I listen to, you know, have said it before, that failure is not a person, it's an event. And so once I heard that, I really kind of had to get that into my head and into my heart, you know. I realized, okay, I love to give value, but giving value is all about perspective. It's all about perspective. And I had to realize that. And so now what I do, and this is what ties together the whole relationship nomad, is when I get into a relationship, I, number one, empathize with a person. I see where they are. It could be a great place. How can I make your great place even greater? Right? How can I help build you up? How can I help motivate you? How can I help encourage you? It's just in my blood. I love to do it. Right? And then how can I bring value? And when I give that value, if you don't receive it, that's not on me. Perspective, right? That's perspective. So if I try to give you this value and you don't receive that value, maybe you're in a place that's not ready for my type of relationship, right? And naturally, a distance is made. Naturally, subconsciously even, I begin to put distance there. So in the relationships and the few relationships that I have, that I'm reaching out to people on the weekly or bi-weekly basis. I'm not really a daily, like, I need to talk to my friendship circle daily or once a week. I really don't like routine. I really don't like those sorts of patterns. You know, I'm the kind of person that when a person needs me in this relationship, whether to have fun, you know, or they're at a low place, so to share this low place with them for a while, you know, I love that. You know, I love that. And when I need people, I just reach out to them. But there's only a few of them that I do that with, right? Because there's an exchange of value. There's an exchange of value. And they know that. They know that Mike brings something to my life. And I know that I bring something to theirs. And boom, the relationship stays close. And there's a few people that I have like that. And it's been that way for years. And yes, I can count them on one hand, right? But along with this relationship Nomad, my mind kind of works like a waffle, right? Sitting at Mimi's Cafe, and I love their chicken and waffles. It's amazing. It is what it is, right? But every time I look at that waffle, I begin to think, you know, this is how my mind is laid out in rows and columns, right? And I spend the most time with those people in that first row, right? Now, this is outside of family, right? Because my family, I love my family, my wife, my son. You know, she's pregnant with my second son, you know, and I love my family. So they don't count when it comes to this part of mindset. They own a different part of my mind and of my heart, of course. But when it comes to relationships outside of family, these rows and these columns mean a lot to me because I spend a lot of time with that first row, and especially that first row, first column. Now, I'm telling you guys this, I don't mean any disrespect to anyone who's in my life and now you're wondering, well, what row and what column I'm in. Please don't. You know, this is just a moment of honesty and a moment of self-awareness. And this is me trying to be as real as I possibly can because I hate burning bridges and I don't like people feeling as if I've walked away. So this is the only video you're going to see me do this in because I do not sit on this or harp on this very long. But I want you to know my mind so you know it's not you. It's all in Mike's mind. All right. But if I try to give value, you know, understand it's because I love you. That is how I care. All right. And if I place distance, it's either where you are, where I am, something about that relationship, right, that has caused me to either feel like there's not a giving or a receiving of value. And I need to take a break, right? Because I can't force myself on people because then I go back to the people pleaser, the one who all his security and insecurity is tied to how I make you feel, right? So know that I love you guys, care about you guys. Continue to build people up, man. The world needs that. The world needs that, especially in a time where every time you turn on the TV, there's this baseline of negativity, right? There's a foundation of negativity. We got to get away from that. We got to get away from that. And the only way to do that is to love. It's to love, it's to care, it's to empathize with people, man, because everyone is going through something. Everyone's going through something. So find that proper perspective, all right? And this is what Speak Audibly is all about. Just loving, caring, motivating, and encouraging people, just everyone. All right. So as we continue to build this thing, because it is definitely at the ground level, just know that I do love you guys. Continue to follow us on Instagram. Continue to follow us on our Facebook feed. You know, our website, speakaudibly.com. If you want to shop there, great. If not, that's great. But there are blog posts. There's vlog posts. I got a couple people who are coming on alongside me as well, partnering when it comes to the vlogs and stuff. So you'll begin to see that more and more. But hey, remember, you have a voice. Let it be heard.